Hi Mutiat, great to see you.
Oh, really nice to see you, Elena. Nice to be on your show, on your podcast.
Welcome, welcome. So let's speak about transitioning from corporate to business.
Oh, good. Well, I think that's a good, to want to speak to me about because I think it's one of the most interesting decisions that the people that I have, talked about it with, get to take. The only thing is it can be daunting at first when thinking of moving from corporate, being an employee, to becoming like a business owner, having something that you want to do, you want to call yours, you want to, make your business. So by the way, I'm just going to introduce myself. So I'm a leadership and startup coach, and I work with female senior corporate leaders who are frustrated, who are undervalued, underseen, who are not seen, not heard, and are just tired of the corporate game and want to transition from being, you know, a game changer in the corporate world to being a game creator in their own business, owning their own business, starting their own business. And most of the time, when I meet these women, they are often doubting themselves, confused, not really knowing where to start from. Having been in corporate for many, many years, they've earned their, accolades, they've honed their skills, they have the experience, they have the knowledge, the know-how, but they're not fulfilled. So it's a mix of excitement and a lot of fear. When we talk about wanting to transition from being a corporate, manager, a corporate senior leader, to having your own business, it's a mix of excitement and fear. And often people are held back by self-doubt, a lack of clarity, they're held back by second guessing themselves, not knowing whether they will make it or not. All of these things would cloud their thoughts and hold them to not taking action, whilst suffering in the realms of not being fulfilled as a corporate leader, as a corporate professional. So it's a whole wide topic to talk about, but it's something that's affecting many, many, many women because statistics say about 65% of female employees, professionals, particularly senior professionals, hit burnout at work. They hit burnout, they're overwhelmed, and when they have to go through the problems of not being heard, feeling like not very appreciated, not well valued, that then cascade into a lot of not just them thinking that their career is being affected, forms into a lot of emotional trauma for them. So it's something that's affecting a wide range of people, which is why when I speak to my clients, I try to open up the roadmap for them so that they can see clearly how to navigate, because it's a navigation. It's you actually going from one extreme to another, but in between, how to go it and go it well with structure, with systems, with good plans, so that they actually see how the journey would look like for them. Eventually, we move them progressively from one point, hitting one milestone to the next. And I've had so many success stories, women going from fear to freedom, going from fear to being fearless and being bold business owners, really. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. It is such a big shift, mindset shift between being employee and being your own boss, yeah, having your own business. Because when people work for somebody, there are so many things which are coming from other people. Yes, they are getting tasked what to do from other people. They have accountability. They have also salary, which they know that they will get every month. So they don't feel that insecurity, which is can be part of the journey when you just start your business and you have to become your own boss and to take everything into consideration, yes, and accounting and marketing and your business, like your what you deliver product. Yes, and it is so much uncertainty initially, and that what can scare people is to step into uncertainty, especially if they have family, if they have responsibilities. It is not easy to just say no to that already comfort which they have and just step into new ocean and not knowing if you really will be successful. Yes, and to learn so many new skills.
Exactly, exactly. And which is why when I work with people, first we talk about where they're coming from, you know. I mean, those are really great points. People are uncertain. In corporate, people are used to structure, the familiar paycheck every month. That is that, you know, that stability is there. There is structure. There's somebody you want to work with. Either you've got team members you're working with. There are plans. There is how things have to go, and you know that, you know. But when you become your own boss, you are the accountant, particularly during the starting period, you know, the early days in your business. You are wearing all of the hats. You are the business owner. You are the accountant. You're thinking of bringing your products out. You are your timekeeper. You are the one disciplining yourself to rise to the occasion, as in to do the work, to be diligent. You know, so there is nobody to keep you accountable. You keep yourself accountable. So you're doing everything together at once. So, and what we do is that's why we take people through, you know, different journeys as understanding exactly what the shift is going to look like. And when I work with people, when I work with my clients, I don't, they start small, you know. It's just putting yourself your leg in the water to see how deep it is. You start small, you start slow, getting to understand the realm, building your structures slowly. So they don't usually go from becoming, you know, go from being an employee to straight away, I'm starting my business and I'm leaving my job. No, we don't do that. So they start small, they test the waters, they see what they want to dive into before they fully dive into it. So they begin to build the journey slowly, understanding where they're coming from. We work with them, understanding what the market will look like. Who do you want to work with? Who do you feel comfortable working with? In fact, sometimes they test the market to understand what the market will look like for them, to show that they are really in love with the people they choose to work with. They're really in love with, you know, what they're doing. The purpose is right for what you understand. So we examine all of these things, making sure that they tick all the boxes before they fully dive into becoming, you know, the business owner, before they fully commit to it. So it's, you know, it's a journey. So they move slowly, progressively, using a map, using a structured map, a path that's going to guarantee that, you know, they will be successful if they commit, ensuring that they are clear on every step of the way as to how to go from point A to point B to point C, and to advance, you know, gradually getting to where they want to get. So it's a matter of time. It's not something they're just going to jump from, oh, first month I want to do this, and then third month I'm in there. No. So it's a journey that we go along with them, you know, making sure that they have all of the tools, the systems that they need to be able to, you know, elevate and move into the business proper.
Yeah, could you please say from your experience, what are the biggest challenges people who transform from corporate to their own business face, and what you would suggest them, like maybe you advise them how to move through those challenges?
You see, the biggest challenge is, or let's say the biggest challenge by itself is much more with the mindset. or
Mhm.
for anything else. It's where is their mind when they are deciding that they want to start their business? Where are they? Where is their frame of mind when they are looking at the option of starting their business? So mindset is one of the biggest challenges because when you can put yourself together internally, when you can see something and fully commit to it, because in starting your business, in transitioning, in doing the work, you have to believe in the vision, right? So so one of the biggest challenges is where their mind is, because it's easy for someone to say, I want to do this, but are they fully committed internally? Because it's the fuel from in the internal fuel, the drive, the purpose that's going to drive them, that's going to give them the energy they need. And when I'm talking about energy, not just the physical energy, okay? So, the emotional energy, all of what they need, the momentum to be able to reach their goal. So, first, once you are ready to, you're making that decision, you have to check it. Do I really want it? So, and then from that point on, you can begin to work on becoming, not second guessing, being committed to the vision, being committed to the vision, once you have that. And then once you have that, it unfolds as steam. Like when someone is really committed to the vision they have for themselves, it's going to be a lot easier for them to do the work. And then
Mhm.
so it's mainly about mindset, because everything else, like the structures, the systems, those things can be easily taught, right? We can buy them, we can put structures in place. We can, but the internal momentum is really important in achieving the goal. So once that's done with, then other things will just go easily.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Like you said, that first step is decision and committed decision. It
Mm-hmm.
is coming from understanding what you really want. That should be big goal. You should know what is behind that goal. What is your why? Yes, why you want that, and it should be important because there will be so many uncertainties and uncomfortable things. You have to step into unknown, and this is very uncomfortable. It will always come with fear, doubt, and it feels like you face like a wall, a
Yeah,
wall that fear and doubt. You can just feel freezed, and most of people, they just bounce back because they feel that fear and they say, oh no, but better I go and I know what I already know, and that I will be better secured. Yes.
exactly,
So
exactly.
what is helping us to break this fear of doubts, yeah, this wall of doubts and fear, is that committed decision. When you
That's it.
just burn the boats, you know there is no boats there. You cannot just leave that island if you are not win. Yes. So you just say yourself that whatever it takes, I want to do that. Enough is
Yeah,
enough. I don't see myself anymore in
exactly.
corporate. I want my business. I'm worthy enough. I knowledgeable enough. I have enough experience. Yes, so you have to have that belief in yourself that you can really do this, that this is for you, that this is something that you're capable of. Yes, and make that bold decision, which should be, of course, irrevocable, committed decision, not that
Mm-hmm.
one leg, like one
In
in and one out, one in, one out. This is like a torture, yes, because this will be so much suffering, emotional, right, and also other things in which will bring in outer world related to that in condition, yes, indecisive, this state. That is the worst thing to do. So you have to be really decisive and make irrevocable committed decision and see yourself already as it is possible. Yes, having that faith. Yes, having that faith is so important because that faith will give you that fuel to step into unknown, to take your first step, even when you don't know what is the next step. But it is always important to act with what you have now and the situation what you have and make the first step. Yes, it is decision. Yes.
Exactly. Lovely.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What are
Yeah.
some other challenges you see entrepreneurs have on their when they just at the phase of start?
Yeah. You talked about something that, working with what you have and, just stepping into it. One of the other challenges or things barriers is really self-created, and that is wanting to be perfect, like wanting everything to be orderly. I've got everything that I need. I can't start because I haven't built my website. I can't start because I don't have a number of people in my connection contact list. I can't start because wanting everything to be perfect, and there is no such thing. And that's another thing that holds people back, because they keep procrastinating, making excuses, saying I'm waiting for this, I'm hiring for this, I'm doing, so that's another thing, wanting perfection, wanting everything to be ready, and saying, oh, I'm not ready yet because I think, because you will never be completely ready. Really, you will never be completely ready to achieve a goal, to make your dream come true. You will never be completely ready. You just need to have that dream and be ready to step into it and walk into it and do the work. Slowly and steady, they say, wins the race. Because when you don't step in honestly, nothing will be achieved. It is in doing that we get, we become being. Because if you don't do something, you can't become it, you can't be it, you can't experience it. So it is in stepping into it first. Whether you're going to fall or you're going to fail, step into it, do that walk it, and then you will see how it feels. And then you'll see where to adjust, where to improve, whether to run or slow it down. But you've got to be in it first. You've got to do the action, as in doing the things. So that's what I tell people. You don't wait for a perfect time, because there is no ever, perfect time for you. So just get into it and start slowly, small, and gradually you will get there.
Yes, amazing. I totally agree. You will never feel that you're ready. That's why you have to be ready to take steps before you feel that you're ready. Because
Exactly.
there is a little like a form of procrastination when
Mm-hmm.
people planning things to plan and they planning and planning and planning and they never do anything because they think, oh, this is something which is missing, and this is it can be like a everlasting process when you can plan. That's why it is important to start acting before you even ready. Yes, like you have the plan, of course, you know what you do, but you have to be willing to act even before you have that uh, plan, like that everything ready. Yes, you have to be willing acting before you feel that you are ready. This is so important
Exactly.
because I agree, as you said, that you will learn when you go. Yes, like the wings become strong when the bird flies. Yes, if the bird just sitting and thinking, oh, I have to fly, I have to fly, I have to strengthen my wings, but never fly, it will never fly. Yes, so that's why mothers just push their kids, birds, kids, yes, outside, that they will fly. And then this
Exactly.
is when they fly, then they get confidence, they get strength. Yes, and this is how everything what we achieve in our goal, our life, if there are big goals, we always achieve them because we were able and willing to jump into unknown when we didn't know exactly what to do, but we knew what we want. We followed our heart, followed our intuition, believed in ourselves, believed in universe, that universe will support us. All these universal laws, when we do our things which are right, we believe that universe will support us and will bring us what is missing parts in the process.
Exactly. I totally agree. Because, one of my philosophies will be like, life only happens in execution, right? If you're not executing anything, you don't have any memories to keep. You don't have stories, you don't have a journey. You've got to be executing, taking action. doing, right? For you to have a journey to talk about. If you're not doing and just saying, I want to, I want to, I want to, I wish, and you're not actually putting yourself into the action mode, like, jumping in, like you said, they'll push their chicks, or, into the flying, just go. If you're not actually in doing mode, then you're not being really, so life happens when we're doing. So that's what I tell most of my clients. Yeah.
Yes, and the faith is very important part. Faith, to have faith that it will work, that it is already there for you, that you deserve, yes, this, that you capable to believe in yourself and control your thoughts, because those thoughts which can determine who we become, because what we think about all day long, this is who we become. And so we have to identify every negative thought, every limiting thought, every thought of fear, doubt. We have to identify at the same root as just as it comes, and be able to replace it with empowering thoughts. Yeah, so this is a lot, as you said. I also agree. This is like 95% is mindset. The rest is what you do, what you will achieve. It is just reflection, like a mirror of what is going inside. Because when you have that mastery over your negative beliefs, over your thoughts, and you train your mind, train your brain to focus on I can instead of I cannot. Yes, like when it becomes a habit just to step into a note, solve the task, solve another task, and you know that it is coming, maybe not fast, but you know that if you just keep going, keep doing the necessary steps, ask for help, ask for mentors and coaches. Yes, there are so many now opportunities, and everything is possible. Yes, when you really believe and you do your part, and you know that universe will also will support you when you want to do something really good and impact the world, help other people. You have to have that faith that universe will get you what you really want.
Exactly. Our mind is one of the greatest assets that we will ever have. The only thing is, whether we're making the most use of it or we're not. And I understand that, and that is why for my premium clients, that is one of the first things we work on. The mindset. Where is your mind at? What is the scope of what your mind can take and cannot? What can you control? How well are you in control of that mind? And because I also went through that. I mean, I couldn't start my business for many, 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 many years. Like, I created content, like courses, and I couldn't put it out because I was doubting myself. Who wants to listen to me? Who wants to, that sort of thing? And until I started putting myself to the test and doing the work and facing it. I didn't have so that's where it's just about your mind, the mind frame. Where is it at? How are you in control of it? To what extent are you in control of it? That sort of thing. And yeah, and once you're able to overcome that, things then begin to spiral, forward progressively, just as you want, really. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. What are the steps, for example, if the person is in corporate and he wants to do his business, what you would say that steps like a roadmap from the place where he is to the place where he has to be?
Okay, like the roadmap, basically is just first thing is being clear on. Okay, the first thing is having the willingness, you know, or maybe I'll say you're frustrated. Having the awareness, okay, it's the awareness that it's time for you to pivot. It's time for you to start doing something else, okay? Because when we're aware, sometimes people just bottle up things. They're suffering, they're bottling up, they're frustrated, they can't say, they don't know. So having the awareness, it's time, it's high time I left here, right? Once you have that awareness, you're clear. Why do you need to live here? So it looks like the intangible things, but it's the intangible things that really create, those tangible things that you can see, what you want. So you have the awareness, you know that it's time for you. You are clear on your purpose for why you want to go, why you need to move. And once you're clear on why you want to move, then you begin to, seek help. How do I get there? So it's about why and how do I get there? And what do I need to do to get there really? So basically it's you doing the work, you understand your purpose, you clear on your purpose. How do I get there? You seek for help, you find mentors, you research, you read, you find a coach to work with. And and then the what is, you begin to do the work. What do I need to do? You commit to yourself, you structure your time, you do the work, you build, as we've talked about all of these things, you build your confidence, you understand your niche, you you decide the people you want to work with. There is, I mean, there is a structured roadmap, but with human beings, you don't say, okay, I'm going to do, but the most important thing, the fundamental things are for you to understand why you need to go. Now I need to seek help. If you don't seek help, you just be there forever. Then what do I need to do? Then you take the action. You begin to do the work. And then, in the work, then everything else comes together.
Mm. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. So anything else that you would like to speak about before we wrap up our episode?
Yeah, it's just that, every individual who has that dream of becoming free, because when you have your business, there is a lot of freedom that you enjoy. I mean, it's not from the outset, but overall, there is a lot of freedom, time freedom. You can begin to manage your time. You can begin to use your skills the best way possible. You can obviously increase your income. You can make the most of the time that you have, to spend with the people you want to spend your time with. Ultimately, you can live your life just the way you want it to be. Okay. So what I want to say is, if you have that dream, if you have that desire, but you don't know how to go about it, you don't know what to do, where to start, or you even started and you were second guessing yourself, or you started and you're feeling, can I really do this? And you stepped back, I can tell you that you can do it. 1 million times you can do it. I've seen people do it, going from, the very, very shy employee, corporate professional, um, most introverted corporate professional who's never done business before, go from that point, so fearful, to becoming so bold, so fearless, entrepreneur, and the drive was mad at the end of the day. You understand? So you can achieve your dream, you can be where you want to be, you can make things happen, you can impact people's lives. Once you have the desire to go, let us move it on. You can do it. Just explore the opportunities that are out there for you. So,
Yeah, Matias, thank you so much. It is so true because when we look at our life is a gift, and the biggest asset that we have is our time. And it is even difficult to imagine how people can change their time, change their life to work for somebody else to help them to achieve their dreams instead of having their dreams, yes, and use this time to really live fulfilled life, to thrive, and to bring to the surface their unique talents and gifts, because everyone is unique. Yes,
exactly.
everyone has the genius inside and such a unique talents and gifts that are given to him to bring them into the surface and to do what they really love to do.
So,
And people can be fulfilled I believe, like it is my opinion, of course, only that I believe that fulfillment is when you really find what you love to do, what is your talents and gifts, and you do what you love to do, and you love what you do. And this is how you bring that value. And when it is something that unique only about you, when you really live the life with the purpose and you know why you are here, why you're given these gifts, and you use those gifts in the right way to create a value, to help people, to impact the world. And this is what really comes together, like, with success, fulfillment, and also happiness, healthy health and wealth. Yes, because all these ingredients, they are like become like pieces of puzzle. So when
Exactly.
you find that important ingredients all start coming together, and this is how your fulfilled life becomes like a beautiful picture.
Exactly. 100%. I mean, you couldn't have said it better, because the thing is, entrepreneurship is hard. Entrepreneurship is demanding, right? When you look at it on that side. But on the other side, when you get the rewards of it, I mean, it's just gonna feel like, wow, I wish I had had this sooner. Because, for me, the fact that I'm able to work from anywhere. I do have an office for my other business, but I work from home most of the time. So I'm able to be at home. I'm able to take my big boy to school. You know, I'm able to be in the house like 24/7, be with my big kids, my, teenagers, be when my mom is with me, I'm able to be there, like make her breakfast, make her lunch, and doing my work. I'm not restrained. It doesn't affect my income. I don't have to ask for permission, to do all of those things. And these are the times in the moment we will cherish forever, because if I had a job, it will go at some point. But these timeless moments that I'm spending with families, honestly, I couldn't have, asked for more. And those are the rewards that I get from. So when I look back at when I wanted to start my business, it was hard. It was all of those things. But the fact that it's given back to me, I said no. It was not a mistake that I wanted to start. So there's so much reward in having the control for your time, how you want to spend your time, how you want to create memories in life. I mean, and that's what we're here for, really. That's what we're here for. How you want to decide how long do you want to work or how long you don't want to work. Do you know what I want to do with, how much income I want? And all of those things, it's all in your control. Nobody's telling you, and your time is not restrained. I mean, you could work 14 hours for somebody else whilst working 14 hours for yourself and seeing the difference, in terms of your income, in terms of how the flexibility you enjoy, in terms of building your skills and bringing out the best of your potential. All of these things are just entwined in you becoming an entrepreneur, in you becoming the person who controls your life, your dream, your desires. Honestly, for me, it's been really rewarding. And when I work with my clients, I just encourage them, because most of them are usually, introverted, very fearful, self-doubting, structured professionals, and looking like, I just tell them, I mean, we've got to dip our legs into this if we must make the most of the life that we've got. And as you said, life is a gift, so we should treasure and see how well we can just make the most out of it.
Yes, amazing, Mutiat. I really resonate with everything what you say. So let's encourage people who listening to us, yes, the audience, and people who may be just thinking, oh, shall I quit? Or maybe I have to start my dream life. Of course, I think that the most things which people regret in life is not what they did wrong, but what they didn't do. Yes, like those opportunities which they had and they didn't jump in. And this is what I read, that most people are really like regret about things which they didn't do. Because if we did something and it didn't went the way we wanted, at least we learned the lessons. Yes, at least we found experience. And if we don't quit, but continue doing what is necessary, having that big goal in our mind, we will succeed, because success is guaranteed when you do certain things in a certain way. So if you don't quit, but you learn from lessons, because there are no failures if you don't quit. If you just didn't achieve something as you wanted, like you think, oh, it just failed. It has not actually failed if you learn the lessons, and then you will improve the approach and you will do better thing next day. So success is actually guaranteed if you just go and do what is necessary, look for help, get your mentor, get in the community of people who also have the same goal, so you can have accountability, can have proximity with people who can help you. And this is how success is built. Yes, but if you miss this, it is like an experience which can make your life so rich. Yeah, because you become somebody in this process. You will never be the person who you were before. Yes, because you will transform, and this is how you grow. And through growth and through all these falls and downs, this is how you raise. And it is doesn't matter how many times you fall. It's important how many times you get up and continue. This is how success is built. Yes, it is not like some people just look at successful people and they say, oh, that person successful, it like was like born with the silver spoon in the mouth. Yes, it is not. Many cases when we study people lives, and when we also I have amazing guests coming for podcasts, and they share their stories, and there is always the growth, there is always the challenges which they overcome, and this is how this growth happens. So we become different personality, and this is how we start attracting new reality. It is like flipping to different channel, because we become more aware, we become more conscious, we become more wise, experienced. And this process itself, it has so much value as this process itself. So I think it is always worth to think big, to find really what you want, and to jump in it. And there is always help available if you really desire something big and you believe that it is possible for you.
Exactly. Very well said. Success is never built overnight. People go through things, and just as you said, for me, when I started my coaching business, it took me over 5 years to make one sale. I promise you, from when I did my training to when I started showing up, it took me 5 years more. Like it was mad. It was, but I didn't stop. And during those times, I had very close people who knew what I was doing ask me, what have you gained so far? Are you not going to stop doing all this? What have you gained? So I've had people mock me, but the same people who mocked me, and I didn't stop, and I kept going. They thought I was crazy. I kept doing it. They said I was wasting money, wasting time. The same people are learning from me. The same people want to be part of what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
just keep doing it, please. Just keep doing it. Just keep giving your best to your goals, your desires, what you want, your dream. Give your best to it. Just give it a great shot. And you'll be surprised where it's gonna land, over time. It's not something that comes easy, but you just have to be resilient, consistent, and clarity is key. Just be sure, know what you're doing, but be resilient, be consistent, keep doing it, and always be clear on your steps, clear on why you're doing it, your purpose. And you before you know what's going on, you will be there. You will be there.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Thank you so much, Mutiat, for being amazing guest on our podcast. I'm sure that people who listening to us got so many golden nuggets here, learned so many lessons, and I wish you all the best and see you again in our future episodes.
Thank you so much, Elena. I'm really honored to be, in your show. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.